Hey Reapers, hope you have an awesome time. On the weekend, we had a little bit of a tournament down here. It was a doubles tournament called Fate's Return. And it was the second tournament I managed to get to this year, which is pretty awesome. But I just wanted to recap a few things that went down. It was an 800-point tournament, you and a partner, 400 points each. And basically we just kicked the Alliance Matrix out the window, build what you want. We ended up taking 400 points of Barad, so Sauron, and he paired up with 400 points of the Wildmen of Duradan, so Gun and 37 other Wozers. So pretty fun list. We took it because I took Wozers. I decided to buy Wozers and have an army of Wozers, and they're terrible. But in this doubles tournament, there might actually be a way to rescue them. And the best way to rescue them, we thought, was a big magic monster Fight 9 beast in Sauron. So hopefully the Wozers can hold down one side while Sauron holds down the other. That was the plan. My partner looking after Sauron for me for this tournament was none other than Mr. Mordor himself, even though he's technically Barad for this event. But you'll have to forgive me for that. We had an absolute blast. So we've got a few recaps, took a few photos of all the amazing armies, and I'll show you the results at the end of the video.
Game one, Evan Wright and Jack and Josh and me. And this is our table. Nearly had to fight these guys with Sauron, which would have been a beautiful board, but that's okay. Alright, what do we got?
What do you guys have?
Isn't that really fun?
So we're team 12, by the way, not team 6.
But no one said, shut up.
You just got too excited about team 6 and team 9?
Team 6-9, man.
Anyway.
Alright, so our choices are, we've got Destroy the Supplies, we've got Capture and Control, and we've got Total Conquest.
Alright. Well, we'll roll off and see what we have to play.
Brutal matchup. We played Capture and Control. We chose it because we had the numbers on the board. They had about 15 models less essentially than us. They were running Knights of Dol Amroth with some Gondor, and felt pretty confident that Sauron could hold off those armies. It was pretty close in the end. We were winning probably for 90% of the game, and that last turn the Knights just outpaced us and captured 3 objectives and contested the other 2. So we ended up losing 6-0. But there was the highlight of the game was Sauron compelling a knight in and hurling down like 7 knights. I think that was amazing. Nearly swung the game back towards us, but our Wozers just couldn't. Their blowpipes didn't fire. But that's all right. So we are 6-0 down at the end of the first game, and we're heading into round 2.
So round 2, we're playing Divide and Conquer in the Spiry Desert. I'm pretty sure this is Geonosis. So.
Oh, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I love that.
We got Cam, and I already forgot, my apologies. Dylan. This is why you normally. I know I'm the worst. I know. My ADHD brain. But we've got 3 objectives in the middle. Sauron is just going down. We've also got some secondary objectives for this to protect the spire. So Sauron's coming down this corner.
And that's not our Sauron, by the way.
That's a different Sauron.
Different Sauron.
Yeah.
It's.
Do you reckon I'm in the shot?
Probably not. That's our foreheads.
Foreheads. So we got
Sauron versus Sauron and Moses.
He's got Rutabai and a captain and a drum, so it's going to be. Yeah, I'm not worried. What about, I don't look worried. Do you look? You look worried. They look worried. They do not look worried. So blowpipes actually killed stuff for a game, which is nice. But I have definitely made I hope they like me at the end of this game.
I'm good. What? You're all 7 now.
Yeah, 7. 5-1. Third and final game. We've got Roses in the corner.
Nice. You can have the best plans, pull the best moves.
Isengard with Sauron with a beast, 4 crossbows, and 5-4 D6 at the front. And then over here we've got another Boromir, both thrower knights. So yeah, my only chance to get hatred off is against these guys here. Good luck, boys. Enjoy. Thanks for playing, and we'll see you at the end of the game.
I can see the one advice of that.
Yeah, so that game was really, really fun. We managed to pincer Saruman in the corner, and then by the time Gondor arrived to support, wasn't too much they could do. We were outnumbering all the objectives, and we managed to get all the secret objectives and the main objectives in the mission as well. So 10-1 victory to us in the end. So keep watching for the overall points, recaps, etc. And thanks for watching.
3 tiebreakers, but that's for the middle of the pack, so I will have to get back to on that later.
3 tiebreakers?
Yeah, through the middle of the pack, so...
Yeah, middle of the pack.
Through that, 40 participants, holy shit, double. Yeah. You guys put on a tremendous show, so thank you very much for bearing with me to get all this sorted for you guys, and man, turning up, that's half the deal, so thank you.
Woohoo!
So, as we know, the old point, everyone wants to know who got the wooden spoon over everything else.
Yeah, the important one. If you win, you're literally playing Magic, Sean, I'll be so mad.
He would deserve the wooden spoon for that.
Give it to second if they won.
Yeah.
Can I have Thomas Orr and Monty Moss?
They fully dressed up too. Come on. They deserve more than that. Yeah, I know. Put the ears back on. Where's your beard?
Where's your beard? Where's your
Oh, yuck. Oh, I died inside. I loved it though, secretly.
So, as you guys have already checked out, the magic prizes that we've got here today, all provided from the store here.
Come on.
Your prize support has directly gone into that, so that's awesome.
I can hear you.
So we'll have first we'll get first dibs, then we'll have best painted, we'll get the next choice, and then it'll go to second and third, and then lucky draws, because we got a few extra prizes. So ironically, this is going to get a bit funny. So I'm going to call it the actual third place, and actual second is really going to be really funny. and then first, and then it'll be a little switch because of fun part. So Sean Kirkby, Sid Barad, you guys are third place.
Who is Sean Moore?
You, Kirkby. You're third.
Yeah, third.
I wasn't listening. How much okay? 3 for 3.
Yeah. It's never fun when the TO comes second.
Oh,
That gets shoved down. So really, Sean, your team comes second.
yeah!
Technicality.
Technicality,
Third place. It's actually Jane Hansen and Ben Royce. It's third. You're welcome.
Yeah, second because we made it.
It's Aaron and Sam.
That was so fantastic.
So, to jump into it, we need to know who did the best painting. And that'd be Josh Gordon and Samuel Johnson.
Yeah! Can we go up now? Come on, Josh. Woo!
There you are, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. You can hold that. Good job, Sam. Good job. All right. Yeah, Josh! Your contribution meant everything. You didn't even base it properly. Anyway, what do we? Oh yeah, great.
So you do need a...
Josh, you got to choose something.
You're next.
Oh my gosh, is that a King's Champion?
Yes, it is.
I don't like dwarves. So
That is...
I don't know what to do.
What are we choosing from?
Bro, I came second. Get out of my chair.
Second place for us.
You don't have one to go.
Is there another one?
Oh, yeah, just let's see. We're gonna finish the second.
This is good footage, thanks guys. Absolutely. Woohoo!
Now we're going to but I need to acknowledge who got a second place for Best Painting, which will actually be the next prize, which will be Clint and David Brizzy.
Yeah,
come on. Double move back! Yeah.
Because Sam's leaving. Ew. Bye. Nathan.
Sorry.
Cameron and Dylan. All I'm saying is it's 2 of the 3 people we played. Lucky Door Brothers.
Saxon and Sean.
Hey!
Oh.
Cheeky dwarf army incoming.
I'll trade this for whoever took the cataphract.
Don't think they want it.
Nick and Aaron.
Mick and Aaron. Well done. Aaron looks so awkward. Nick, you actually won something. It's okay. You're allowed to be there.
Sweep in like an eagle.
That's Cody wants to do pretty good stuff.
Queensland's best bloke, ladies and gentlemen. Queensland's best.
I'm never going to use it.
What is it? King's champion.
I took it because I was told not to.
Paint it and then just sell it.
The 3 freedom trade on top of the whole site, that's what I do sell on the site. So if you're actually looking at doing that sort of set, that was coming from Conquest Champions to Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Do feel free to send a message. Otherwise, thank you very much for coming. Go home.
Thanks, Theo. Woo!
Is this thing on? So, well, you didn't get to stick around because I had to get home, otherwise I would have been in trouble. Would have cost me money.
No, we chose to leave. There was no force for anything.
Yeah.
Sorry, how did game?
So, let's go back to game 2.
Yeah, game 2.
So we had, was it Divide and Conquer?
Yep.
And we versed Sauron and Easterlings.
Was it capture and control?
That was the first game we lost.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
PTSD.
we had, it was the Sauron mirror because we versed Sauron and then Rutabai with Easterlings.
Yep.
So
Rutabai, captain, and a bunch of cataphract with drums and a bunch of pipes.
Yeah, the drummer.
Yeah, a bunch of pipes.
And essentially, Sauron and one gun, they booked up one side.
Yep.
And then we headed off basically at Rutabai, and then I sent my other 24 Wozers towards Rutabai as well.
Yeah.
And then my shooting was on fire.
Disgusting. It was disgusting. Like Rutabai died into shooting with 2 mine.
You chill sold it once.
I chill sold it once, yeah.
And then I did the last 2 wounds with Wozers through other models.
It was really unlucky for them though, because like he failed all on Rutabai, and then didn't roll a 2, so it couldn't fade. No, I couldn't light up the. Yeah, it was just.
Yeah, it was just bad.
It was just bad. And then so what? Yeah, he killed the cataphracts. So there was no war drum. They couldn't really move. And then from there, it was just a matter of they just got blowpiped to death.
He couldn't get close enough to an objective, and then I just shoot him off anyway.
Highlight of that game was Sauron fighting Sauron.
That was amazing.
So it turns out to kill Sauron, you just need a Sauron. If you can make that work, then do with that what you will. So first turn of combat. So there's 3 combats total with Saurons. Yeah. And so first one they striked. We obviously lost up. They struck.
Struck up.
Whatever. They struck is not a word. Yeah, true. Anyway. They struck up. They won the fight. Did 3 wounds with a rend, which both of us didn't think of rend.
I didn't think of rend.
But then they were down to 1 might. Then we had 2. So then the 2 combats after that, I struck up. Struck up.
Yeah, struck.
Yeah, I got it right that time. And so and then I did 3 wounds. And then the turn after that, the same outcome. I did 3 wounds again. And then he failed his first save. Yeah. And the worst part about that is this tournament had a special rule where every turn both players could reroll 1 dice. Just any dice. As long as it's not a reroll. But he spent it on the fight. Yeah, he spent it on the fight to try and win the fight. And it was...
he rolled a 1.
Oh, that's right, because he rolled 3 or 4 high, and I won it on a 5, so he could have... Yeah, it was very unlucky. And so then
he went for the 6 to win overall and failed.
Yeah, and failed. So then he just rolls a 1 on his first ring save and just dies. And then from there, I mean, that was pretty much it of that game.
He had the Easterling captain on 1 wound, and then 4 other Easterlings, and that was a 10-3 victory to us.
Yep. Yeah, so we held 2 objectives and broke them.
We lost 6 Wozers that game.
Yeah, that's it.
5 or 6, yeah.
Yeah. Nearly Sarah, but we're not talking about that.
Yeah, we lost 2 as well. And then in our third set, so we were 1-1 for there. I was happy with 1-1.
Yeah.
good opportunity to go 2-1.
Yep.
And then in the last game, we played the doubles mission of like version of Hold Ground.
Yeah, it was Hold Ground basically. Yeah, so it was Isengard and Gondor.
Yeah.
It was Saruman, a couple of berserkers, and just
4 crossbows,
pikes.
and
Four crossbows.
then shields and spikes.
Yeah, shields and spikes. And then Gondor was Boromir, a bolt thrower, and
Rangers
3 or 4 rangers and some sort of.
Oh, and 2 knights.
Oh, and 2 knights. Yeah, it's true. Oh, they didn't get into single combat. Anyway.
No, they did not.
Yeah, so that was a bit unfortunate for them.
And we're back. We did not crash.
Smooth editing. You would notice that we are okay. Literally drinking. So
I like marched twice
Yeah.
to get close to Saruman, and then
okay, you just want to put that in context. You marched with Gumbarugan to get closer to Saruman with Gumbarugan. That's how this game was. That's like...
and then I drew him behind a building, and then I retreated and pulled his whole unit.
Yeah, it was
behind
really
the
good.
building.
Because
And blow pies,
yeah.
we killed 5 Uruk-hai, and I got rid of 1 Fate on Saruman.
Yeah.
But I lost guard in the end.
And we were able, it was a really good board for us because we were able to use terrain to bounce like Sauron through to his army. And we could, basically the bolt thrower killed 4 models, I think.
2.
2?
Yeah.
2 models the entire game.
So that bolt thrower killed 18 boys. I think.
It was moving most turns because it just had nothing to shoot. And that's because it's still cutscene. Like that's Wozes, that's what they do. But that was, yeah, it was really good for us because the middle was this big terrain piece and there was not much that they could really.
We had to hold the middle objective.
Oh,
to get
and we
points.
still saw Boz's horse.
No, a Woes killed the boss horse.
Oh,
He killed-
yeah. How did I forget? We shot Boz's horse out from under him,
Turn 2.
1 or 2. Like, it was literally the start of the
He
game.
was so scared, he just got stuck behind a building for like 4 turns.
Yeah, and
I felt so bad, but I was
yeah.
never going to say. Boz walks in and kills every Woes or hide behind a building.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, that was brutal. There was a scary turn, though, where Boz was in the middle. I had put Sauron somewhere to try and get a hurl off. It didn't really go to plan. I should have known better with that.
Yeah.
But then the next turn, he had to re-roll his courage test, but he got his courage test, got in. And then luckily we could peel off Boz.
Yeah.
But then we failed to get...
Well, he had to spend a might for the heroic combat to get back into Sauron.
Oh, yeah.
And he only rolled a 4 high against me, so he had to spend 2 might to win the fight.
Yeah.
And then he killed a Woes, and then all he had left was 2 might to go into Sauron. And so then Sauron rolled 4 high, or 5, no, Sauron rolled, 4 high, but Boromir rolled
2 or 3
2
high.
or 3. Yeah, it was 3. So then everyone spent their last
And
might to
spent
get to a 5.
everything, yeah.
So if I didn't do that, he could have struck up with more might
Yeah.
and won the fight. So that was
Yeah.
clutch.
It's kind of crazy that Boromir had 1 combat, and he was out of might.
Yeah.
That was it. That's just how,
Yeah, it was
it was a weird game where Boromir had to spend everything, basically, but... So, we didn't get the wound on him, but we killed enough in that
I
combat.
go off Mount Lindsay Highway.
No. Keep going. We killed enough on that turn to break them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that
that's the
was-
thing. You could have got
we
a
had-
leader wound on Boromir for 1 point,
Yeah.
or you swing at the 2 guys he's fighting and break him for 3 points.
Yeah. So, we basically, and we worked out later that could have rolled it a bit differently.
Could have been
and done a bit
11-1.
better, but anyway.
Yeah.
So that was a good game. No, was it 10-1?
10-1.
10-1. So we can't be upset with that with Wozes and Sauron. Like,
Yeah, taking Wozes to anything and winning anything
yeah,
is a miracle. So
that was fun. That was a good day.
if you're playing Wozes, the best thing to do is break the
Sauron.
game and run Sauron.
Love Sauron.
Yeah. But wrap up for the day. We had Sean and Ben, Shirriff and Hammer.
Amble.
The Anvil's Tim.
Oh,
Shirriff and Hammer. They took
Okay.
their Hobbits Ruffians. They managed to win all 3 games.
yeah.
They managed to win against the Sauron,
Yeah.
win against the Boromir
Yeah.
list, and then win against the double Mumak list.
And we are not upset with that.
And they
we are
killed a
supportive.
Mumak.
We are
What?
supportive of our
No, furious. How'd they kill a Mumak? What?
We just questioned them the entire time. We didn't believe it.
Yeah, liars.
Yeah, so that was awesome. And then who else? Was there anyone else?
There's no other Reapers F9.
No other Reapers there. Yeah, okay.
A couple of like pseudo
Pseudo
Reapers.
Reapers,
Which
which-
one's called pseudo? Is it the big
Oh,
Reaper
yeah.
name?
And then they ended up playing Magic, so I don't know how they went. But all in all, shout out to Dave Thompson for running the event. It was a really good event.
So
had 40 people there, 20 teams.
40, yeah.
It was a good day. It was a great
Not sure where we ended up. Probably somewhere in the middle. Probably one of the
we're
ties,
thinking around 5th or 6th. We might chuck it in the comments. But
we had a major loss and dropped 6-0, but the two, like a 10-1, 10-3 major victories, good points.
Yeah.
And then we also got all of like the painting.
Oh, best painting!
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to say, my contribution was a Sauron with no highlights and base not done.
No, you based him.
I had sand
Don't
on
want
it.
to boycott the system.
I glued sand on the base. This guy, 38 Moses, and the display board.
I probably carried.
A little bit.
No, because the Gondor terrain was yours.
Oh, yeah.
Original.
Yeah.
That was good.
Okay.
That was awesome.
It was good. It was great.
So that's like my 5th best painted now. So pumped about that.
And I didn't need to be on his team to get it. That's all it took.
Yeah. So
it turns out, take Sauron if you want Moses to be good, and take Fisherman if you want to win best painted.
I'm happy with that.
That's what we learned from today.
Yeah, happy with that.
Anyway.
Running out of display boards to do. But thanks so much, David, and thanks IF for looking after us. And
thanks,
man, that was so fun.
Such a good day.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you.
See you guys in the next
time. Bye, guys.